All right, let's look at the homework 7.8, problem number 3. All right, so let's evaluate this double integral here. All right, so let's work on the inside here. So this is what we're going to work on first. All right, so if you notice that function inside is a function of y and also an even function, because this is a constant, x squared is a constant, and this is a y squared, so it's going to be an even function. So if you're going from -3 to +3, we can still use the technique we used before. So it's a -1 to 4. Right, so instead of going from -3 to +3, we can actually just go from 0 to 3. Then we can just double it later. All right, so let's do that. So x squared minus xy squared dy dx. All right, so we're going to leave the outside integral as it is, and we can put the 2 outside if we want. And then we have, so antiderivative of x squared would be x squared y minus x, and you have a y cubed over 3. And then you're going from 0 to 3, right, with respect to x. All right, so we got 2 is still outside, integral from -1 to 4. Right, 3 is plugging in for y, so it's going to be a 3x squared. And then if you plug in here, so 3, then one of the 3 cancel out, so it's going to be minus 9x. And if you plug in 0, it's all 0, so I'm not going to write anything down. So we get that. All right, then you have a 2 times antiderivative of 3x squared would be x cubed minus antiderivative of that is 9 over 2 x squared. Right, so we're going from -1 to 4. Right, so we plug it in. Right, so if you plug in 4, so 4 cubed is 64. Minus, if you plug in 4, so 4 squared is 16, divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 9 is 72. Right? And minus, if you plug in -1, so it's going to be -1. And -1 squared is 1, so it's going to be minus 9 over 2. Right? So this is going to be 2 times. Right, 64 minus 72 would be -8. Right? Then this is going to be, let's see, minus negative. So -1 minus 9 over 2 would be 11. So it's going to be plus 11 over 2. Right? I'm going to actually go ahead and distribute 2, because that way I don't have to see a fraction here. So it's going to be -16 plus 11. So we know that it's -5. All right, so let's plug in -5. Let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.